Hello everyone. Today I will share with you the famous Vietnamese fairy tale of Tam and Cam, full of wonder and lessons. Once upon a time, there were two half-sisters named Tam and Cam. Tam's mother passed away very early, and her father soon remarried. He loved Tam dearly, but before long, he became gravely ill and passed away. From that day on, Tam lived with her stepmother, who was Cam's mother. The cruel woman made Tam do all the housework, while Cam played freely all day long. One day, the stepmother told the two sisters to go to the fields to catch fish. She said whoever caught more would receive a reward. Tam worked diligently, and soon her basket was full. But Cam spent her time playing and caught nothing. Seeing her sister's full basket, Cam tricked Tam. She told her to wash her hair in the pond, and while Tam was away, Cam took all the fish and ran home. When Tam returned, her basket was empty. She sat down and cried. Suddenly, the old Buddha appeared. He asked what had happened and gently told her to raise the one little fish that remained. Every day, Tam saved part of her meal to feed the small fish in the well. She cared for it like a dear friend. The stepmother grew suspicious and told Cam to spy on Tam. When she learned the truth, she sent Tam to herd buffalo far away. Then she and Cam caught the fish and cooked it. That evening, Tam called for the fish, but it never came. Only a patch of red blood floated on the water. The Buddha appeared once more and told her to gather the fish bones and bury them under the four corners of her bed. Tam searched everywhere, but could not find the bones. She cried bitterly. Then a chicken appeared, promising to scratch through the ashes. It helped her find the bones, so she could bury them properly. Soon after, the king announced a grand festival. The stepmother mixed rice with husks and ordered Tam to separate them before she could go. The Buddha appeared again and sent a flock of sparrows to help her. But Tam still had no fine clothes to wear. The Buddha told her to dig up the jars buried under the bed. Inside were beautiful garments, embroidered shoes, and even a magical horse. On her way to the festival, Tam dropped one of her shoes into the mud. The royal guards found it and brought it to the king. The king declared that every maiden must try on the shoe. One by one they tried, but none could fit. At last Tam arrived, the shoe fit her perfectly, and so she became the king's wife. The king and Tam were married in a grand celebration. The whole kingdom rejoiced. On her father's death anniversary, Tam asked to return home. The stepmother told her to climb a betel nut tree to pick fruit for the offering. But as Tam climbed, the cruel woman cut the tree down. Tam fell into the pond and drowned. The stepmother dressed Cam in Tam's clothes and sent her to the palace. She told the king that Tam had died and Cam would take her place. The king was sorrowful but said nothing. From the pond, Tam's spirit transformed into a golden bird. It flew to the palace, singing sweetly and staying close to the king. Cam grew jealous and told her mother. The stepmother advised her to catch the golden bird and kill it. They cooked it and buried its feathers in the garden. From that spot, two tall trees soon grew. The king rested in the shade of the trees, but Cam and her mother cut them down and made them into a weaving loom. As Cam wove, the loom whispered frightening words, so she burned it. From the ashes, a tree grew, bearing a single round flat fruit. One day, an old woman passed by the tree. She wished for the fruit to fall, so she could take it home. From then on, each day when she returned from the market, her house was clean and meals were ready. Curious, the old woman pretended to leave one morning, but returned quietly. She saw a young girl step out from the fruit and realized it was Tam. Overjoyed, she embraced her and cared for her as a daughter. One day, the king stopped by the old woman's house. He saw betel leaves prepared just as Tam once made. Surprised, he asked to meet the girl. When Tam appeared, the king was overjoyed and brought her back to the palace. Tam told the king everything that had happened. Furious, he ordered Cam and her mother to be punished. From then on, Tam and the king lived happily ever after.